So this is the, whoops. Hi, welcome back to March May's Midlife Dolly Crisis, and welcome to another unboxing of a Disney related product, which is this. So we've got the fashion pack here, which I'm going to open up, and I'm going to put it on a doll, but I'm not necessarily going to put it on one of the Disney dolls it is meant to go on, because I really want to see what this is going to look like on a Sindy doll and probably a Barbie doll as well. So it'll be interesting to see the sizes. The dolls look very similar in size. Whether or not they're going to fit as well, I don't know. So we'll definitely kind of see how that goes. Again, you know, this is meant to be inspired by Aurora, who is here, pictured. So they've basically pictured the princess that has inspired the outfit or whatever on, or the look on the box. To me, this is a bit more sort of Maleficent, because it's got the whole dragon thing, which again, I've not seen the film, so don't come at me. I have seen the cartoon, sorry, I've seen the animated movie of Sleeping Beauty, but I don't remember it that well, to be honest. I think I remember the Snow White one a bit more. So yeah, a lot of this seems to be geared more towards Maleficent than it does to actual Aurora, but that is, to be honest, that's kind of what attracted me to it more than it being sort of Aurora, I suppose. There's a picture on the back of one of the dolls wearing it. I think that is this Snow White inspired doll, and obviously she's got this outfit on here. So it's a really cool outfit. I really love this sort of faux leather jacket with all the kind of metallic colours on. That's the piece that I really like out of it. But I love the t-shirt as well, and I think there's like a tote bag there. So we will see what it looks like. Okay, so here are all the bits. So it was a little bit tricky to get them out. I would say be particularly careful with the tights, because obviously they are fishnets and there were kind of tags in them, and the tags were actually black, so you couldn't really see them. It might have been better if they'd not used black ones there. Also, annoyingly, there seems to be like a hole in the back of the jacket where it was kind of attached in, which it's kind of a real shame, because this was the one piece that I was really looking forward to from this. So I'm quite annoyed about that, I have to be honest. But anyway, we will get the dolls in it and we'll see what it looks like. I'm sure I'm not going to notice that. Well, I will notice it forever, but I can't gripe about it now. There's also this weird little ticket thing for the live music event, which is a really nice touch, you know, because it's a nice prop. But it might have been nicer if it hadn't been just literally a piece of paper. If it had been a piece of cardboard or something, it might have been nicer. But yeah, so we've got the jacket, we've got the shorts with the fishnets. They are attached, so you can't have one or the other. You have to have them both. We have this t-shirt with the dragon on. We've got a tote bag with the kind of the spiky vines on there. We've got a headband there, which are roses and studs there. And then we've got these boots, which are kind of cool. They've got kind of studs on them. They've got laces. I think they're flat-footed, so that might be interesting with the dolls. They do have a slit down the back. And they're kind of got like, almost like a scaly sort of texture to them. And again, they are purple. And yeah, so that is it. So I've got two dolls. I've got this Barbie here, who's been wearing this outfit since, I think, probably last Christmas. These were bits that I had from the advent calendar of 2021. But yeah, I thought she could maybe do with a bit of a change of style. So her body is a regular Barbie body. So that will kind of give you a clue whether or not this stuff is going to fit or not. So let's try and get this stuff on her before we have a look at the Sindy. So she is flat-footed, I think. So the boots might be okay for her, but her feet are quite small. I guess we'll see. Let's try and get some of the other stuff on her first. We'll take this stuff off her first, so there will be Dolly nudity. Okay, so here we go. She's ready for this outfit. So let's, I guess, put the t-shirt on first. So yeah, the t-shirt fits pretty well by the looks of it. We'll try these shorts on. I would say just be very careful with these because of the sort of fishnet parts to them. So again, the shorts do fit pretty well. So there are details on the shorts. On the back, they've got pocket details there, which are kind of stitched on. Oh, they are actually working pockets. You could put something in there. That's quite nice. Obviously, they're kind of this ombre, purpley blue. They're meant to look denim, I guess, as well. We have raw edges, but they're kind of meant to look a bit sort of distressed, I guess, to go with the rest of the outfit. We've also got cuts along here as well. Again, it's meant to look distressed anyway. They actually fit her pretty well, I would say. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Let's get the jacket on and see. So obviously her articulation is not as good as the Illy Forever fashion dolls, or whatever we want to call them. But she seems okay getting this stuff on. I guess they don't want to make it too complicated because obviously these are meant to be for children to play with. So there's no fastening on the jacket, which is kind of okay. Because it's probably best worn sort of open anyway. So that is that. So what we got left? We've got the boots. Let's try and get the boots on. They do have a slit in the back, so there shouldn't be a problem getting them on. They may look big on her, to be honest. Although, I think they're okay. Are they on the wrong feet? I'm never sure if they actually do left and rights on these or not. They are big on her, I have to be honest. The boots are fairly big. You can kind of feel them moving around, which isn't great. And they also seem to be, I don't know, they don't seem very flat. They seem to be kind of aiming upwards. So I don't know if the shape of her foot may be not sort of so great with these boots. But that's okay. I mean, to be honest, anything that fits different dolls is great, but you know, you can't expect that, particularly with shoes, that they're going to work. So this is the headband. Yes, that does kind of work on her. And then all that's left really is the bag, which should be fine. Now, obviously, she does not have bendable elbows or anything like that. Actually, let's put this ticket. The ticket will be good in the bag, because we'll be able to see it then, won't we? There is actually plastic in the bag to keep its shape, which I'm not going to remove, actually, because that's quite nice, just to kind of have that in there. So, yeah, so that does actually work quite well on her. The only thing I would say is the boots are not so good. Her feet are reasonably small, and I guess they're kind of swamping her a bit. She also doesn't want to kind of stand properly in them. She wants to kind of move forward, I guess because of the way the boots are kind of on her. So I would say everything is pretty good for a standard Barbie, apart from the actual boots, which you might have to sort of use some of her own boots for this, rather than using these ones. But yeah, I think that actually looks pretty good. Okay, so a few people had asked in the comments of one of the previous videos on whether or not the clothes from the Illy Forever dolls would actually fit the Blythe. So I have two Blythes with me here. So this one is a stock doll. This is Funny Flamingo. Excuse the dolly nudity. And this one is an AliExpress Blythe. So obviously Funny Flamingo is on the regular sort of Takara body, which I'm presuming is going to be the same as the bodies that they're using for the new dolls, which are being produced by the Good Smile Company. If I'm wrong, please comment down below, but I believe that they are the same bodies. So we have this one here, and then we have got the AliExpress Blythe here, who has the kind of the jointed body that they seem to have. And obviously there's a bit of a difference in the size. This one is a bit chunkier and a bit bustier. This one is kind of slimmer. She's also got rubbery legs. Obviously, as well, this one has a lot more articulation. So, this pile here is the clothes that I basically just stripped off my Illy Forever dolls, including some of the fashion pack. I also took off the shoes. I'm going to guess that these probably aren't going to fit the stock Blythe because her feet are not very big. What I will say is when you're removing these shoes from the Illy Forever dolls, just be careful because these don't have a split on them. The ones that were in the fashion pack did have a split, but these ones don't have one. So basically what I did was I kind of held the ankle, I pulled it down from the back until I could kind of see the bottom of the foot and then sort of eased it off. They are quite tight fitting, so obviously just be aware of that. So let's see what's going to fit. Let's try the dress on first because this is like a one piece. And then the other ones are kind of separate pieces. So the dress might be okay for them. The separate pieces, some of them may fit and some of them might not. So this is probably going to be a good one to start with. So let's first try this on Funny Flamingo. Now, as I mentioned, her body is a lot smaller than... Well, not a lot smaller, but it's definitely smaller than the fake Blythe's body. Okay, so this is big on her. So obviously, let me actually get... Again, excuse the dolly nudity. Obviously, the dimensions are very different. In that this doll is kind of like... kind of Barbie size, I guess. She's 11 inches tall. This one, obviously, the body is a lot smaller. So the dress is going to be big on her and it's going to fall differently than it would fall on her. It's actually not too bad. It's obviously big. And if you actually wanted it to, you could probably pin it in place or something at the back. Obviously the sleeves are big as well. But it's not too bad. It might feel better on her because her body is a bit chunkier. So let's try that. I'm also going to try and do it without removing the hands because I don't really like removing the hands. I don't think anyone likes removing the hands. The hands tend to stay the same on mine. Okay, so again, it does fit a bit better, but it's still big. It's still fairly big. A lot of the clothes that actually fit this body will also fit the stock doll body as well. So even though this one just seemed chunkier, the size of it and the dimensions of it are probably not that much different to the Takara body. So yeah, so that is kind of a sort of fit. It doesn't not fit, but obviously you'd have to make alterations to it if you wanted to use it. The separate pieces might be different, so we might have better luck with those. Let's maybe have a quick look at the shoes. These are kind of big. The feet of the Illy Forever dolls are quite big, so they're not really going to fit. But this one, it's going to be very, very loose. She's going to need some very, very thick socks, probably several, before it would actually fit. So, you know, there's no point in kind of checking that one out. That's not great. this one. Okay, so this is a bit better. And actually, it would probably stay on the foot, to be honest. I'm not sure that's the right foot. She does have a dodgy foot, actually, so we'll have to be careful of that. But yeah, I mean, it's still... Yeah, no, it's still loose. So the shoes are definitely a no there. So let's get rid of the shoes so we don't try those on again. And let's have a look at the separate pieces. So this was the t-shirt that I had from the Tiana based doll, and I've also got the t-shirt here, which is from the fashion pack. The fashion pack one was more of a t-shirt. This one was an off the shoulder one. Let's try this on her and see. As I say, the individual pieces might actually fit better than the all-in-one bits. I mean, again, it's fairly big. You've got a lot of spare material at the back there, which you could probably like sort of turn over and pin in place if you actually did want to use it. But on the whole, it is fairly big on her, unfortunately. So I'm not going to try this on this girl. But yeah, it's kind of okay, but it's not a perfect fit, put it that way. Let's try the t-shirt on this one. I mean, this is probably going to be big on her, but it might be one of those bits you can actually get away with. It might be more of like a little sort of skirt thing on her. Not skirt, little dress. Or maybe not. I thought it might be a bit longer, but... Yeah, so this t-shirt actually does fit her quite nicely, to be honest. It's a little bit big, but not that you would notice. So t-shirts are fine. This one is probably different because it's an off-the-shoulder one as well. But there is actually a lot more fabric going on at the back there than there is on the t-shirt. So yeah, with this one you don't really need to do anything to the back because it seems to just sort of fit as is. Let's try this little skirt. And this is the one that's kind of got the sort of the braces going on. Again, I think it's probably going to be kind of big, really. Oh, I've got that messed up. There we go. There we go. Obviously, the length of the torso is going to be an issue with this because of the fact that the braces kind of would work on one doll but not on the other. You would need to do a bit of altering for that to work. It actually looks quite nice on her, but you would definitely need to kind of take stuff in and certainly do something with the kind of the shoulder bits there. You could probably pin it a bit if you were really, you know, really into the idea of her wearing this outfit. It doesn't particularly work well, and I wouldn't really want to sort of alter it just for her, because obviously if it's unaltered it will fit a Barbie, it will probably fit a Sindy, so there's kind of more possibilities for it with regards to that. Obviously things like the backpacks and the bags and stuff like that are going to work fine with these dolls because they're kind of like a good size. Equally, the sort of the drinking bottle will probably work, and the little mobile phone will probably work, and obviously little tote bag is going to be fine. Let's try the jackets on actually and see what we think of those. I'm going to move these out of the way. So actually, let's see if this one will fit her. I mean, jackets and coats anyway are going to be a bit bigger because obviously they're meant to go over other clothes. So it might not be quite so noticeable, although I think the sleeves Yeah, so the sleeves are going to be long because obviously the arms of the Ely Forever dolls are a lot longer. So you could, I think it's going to look quite ridiculous, to be honest, if you try and bunch this up. And also the material of this, because it's sort of like a denim type, is quite thick, so it's not really going to work that well. If you like it with the whole sort of over the hand like that, then fine, it kind of works. But for me, it's kind of a no. Again, with this one, it's going to be long. I'm going to take the hands off for this. Okay, so it does look quite cute, but obviously the arms are very long. So I would say on the whole, they don't really work. You could maybe alter things. The t-shirt was fine. Everything else you would have had to like either pin or, I don't know, sort of clip in place. But on the whole, yeah, they are too big for the dolls, I would say. So I hope that's answered a few questions with regards to the clothes fitting the Blythe doll. So here is our Lady Godiva over here. This is Sindy from the first wave. It is the pet shop one. I can't remember her name exactly. But yeah, so she's the blonde one who did have braids. I removed the braids because I'm an idiot. I actually prefer it like this. It's quite nice. It gives a bit of texture as well because they've been in the braids for so long. So here she is. Here's the clothes. I'm presuming we're going to have issues with the headband because it's going to be a bit too small for her head, because her head is distinctly bigger than a Barbie's, but we will see. I don't want to overstretch this so it doesn't fit any doll, but I will give it a go just to see how close or how far off it's not going to work. So yeah, so we'll have a look at that. So let's get the other pieces on her. We will put the t-shirt on first. So obviously she has more articulation than the Barbie doll that we just used. Whether or not that's going to help or hinder us, I don't know. Also, their bodies are, I would say, bigger than a Barbie doll. Not by much, but they're certainly, you know, they're not as slim, I would say, as Barbies are. That said, I have used clothes on both before. And yeah, the t-shirt is fine. The t-shirt seems to work pretty well. Let's try and get these shorts on. I mean, the great thing about both Sindy and Barbie's actually is the fact that their legs are not rubbery. So these kind of slip on quite easily. And again, that really works well. Let's see with the jacket. And we'll turn the head around because that's going to be easy to try and get on. She can see what she's doing then as well, can't she? So I think the arms of the jacket are a little bit long for her. But not so you would particularly notice. Okay, let's see with these shoes. Now, the Sindy foot, these new Sindy feet anyway, have got articulation in the ankle, which may help or may hinder us. I'm not 100% sure. These might be working a bit better. They don't seem to want to move around as much as the Barbie feet. The Barbie feet seem particularly small in a way. Oh, she does actually stand. Kind of. She kind of stands. So there's that. So I think the boots are definitely better. This is what I don't think is going to work. Kind of. But like I say, I wouldn't want to keep it on her because I don't want it to stretch and then it doesn't fit on the actual dolls it's meant to fit on, I suppose. I'm sure we can do something a bit different with her hair anyway for this punky outfit. And then obviously she's got the bag. So there are kind of plus points and minus points for both the Sindy and the Barbie. So for the Barbie doll, I would say the boots don't really work. For the Sindy doll, they do work, but the head the headband doesn't work, whereas that does work on the Barbie. So what are your thoughts on this get-up? I actually really like this outfit. Obviously, despite the little issues that I had trying to get it out, and you know, the holes in the back of the jacket and everything. It's a really, really nice one. It was certainly my favourite one that I saw. I don't know if they're going to release any more, but it might be interesting to keep an eye on that. Let me know who you think looks better in it, the Barbie or the Sindy. Let me know what you think of the outfit as it stands. And please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please share the video if you know anyone who would enjoy this kind of content. And please let me know down in the comments what you think of this ILY Forever range, whether it's the clothes or the dolls or the accessory packs. As I mentioned before, it's kind of the accessories that I'm more interested in, but I would like them to maybe go down in price a little bit before I buy any. So yeah, please join me again for another bit of Dolly nonsense next time. And until then, please take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.